Good evening, chat. How are we? How are we? Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Uh, I'll be honest, I didn't know if I was going to be here or not today. Um, Past 48 hours have been absolutely manic for me. Um, yeah, but I'm here. I've got some energy. Whether I'll get through the next 2.5 hours is to be seen. I am quite tired, but yeah. Hello, everybody. Hello. So, what's happened in my little world? So, on Tuesday, I travelled down to Plymouth. For those of you in the UK, those of you not in the UK, that's basically I live sort of there. I travelled like down to the south, like down here. It was 5.5 hour drive. So it was quite a long one, and I did that. I left my place about 10 o'clock, and drove all the way down. Sorry, down to the south coast. I had to make a couple of stops, one for lunch and one at work. I had to pick up some bits, and then yeah. So that was a good old trek, and then had to install a new bit of IT equipment, or an upgraded a bit of IT equipment. Didn't finish until 6:30, I think. Then went to my hotel room, and yeah, and then obviously dinner, food, etc. Sleep. But I'm not sure if I'm the only one that does this, but when I'm like, if I'm sleeping at a hotel room, or if I'm sleeping somewhere new, um for the first time, that first night is possibly the roughest, because it's a case of getting comfortable in the bed and finding the comfortable spot, etc. And so yeah, so that was basically last night. So I was just immediately this morning waking up, and I was feeling not rough, but I was tired. So I was just like, okay. And then knowing that I'd got another 5.5 hour drive home, um, went into the office down that end of the country. Did a couple of bits, got a few notes I needed to make. Basically, just did what I needed to do. And then set off about. I think in the end it was about 11, half 11. I think. I'll tell you exactly when I left. Yeah, just 11:30 I left, which was then scheduled for me to get home about 4:45 in the evening, or PM, should I say? So it wasn't too bad. And then stopped for a bite to lunch, hit traffic. 5.5 hour journey turned into more like 6. So yeah. So as you can probably expect, I am a little bit tired. My toothache is back with a vengeance. So I'm not sure if it's because of my headset. I am trying to source some in-ear headphones that are USB. I mean, I do have a jack on my mic. No, I'm not pointing at other things. This thing. But it's just like just be easier plugging it into my PC. So yeah. So I'm on the lookout for one of them. But enough about me. It's 9:15 in the evening. I've done now 5 minutes of chatting. Let's crack on with today. So we're back into Captain of Industry. Where did we get to last? We got the copper side of our refinery expansion up and going. We started laying out the sort of like the roadways and the belts, etc., etc. But obviously, at the moment, we have got a production shortage because production is just slow in general. So today, because we've started the expansion, we're going to finish the expansion. So we're going to get these refineries up and going. We're going to get the iron up and going today and get that being delivered. And if all goes well and we get that up and going, what we will potentially do is start the manufacturing hub. So yeah. Or thinking about it, we do the concrete facility, because we've got the sand being dug now or excavated, so we could potentially dive into that. So yeah. On that wonderful note, let me bung on. I will find it. There we go. Let me bung on some tunes for the background. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. There we go. Oh, that's a fitting one. We'll have that. Put that down there. We are up and going. Right, cool. Bow. Haha. Here is game. And for some weird reason, music is not playing. Bear with me, chat. It's going to be one of them streams, is it? Either that or this is just an incredibly... There we go. Yeah, cool. Happy. So as we covered in the last... Well, so we've got our copper side up and going. We've got the slag going down here. It's not quite finished, so slag is currently backing up, which isn't good. So yeah, as you can see, these are backed up with slag, so they're not going to produce the copper. But as you can see, our copper is quite full anyway. So yeah, all's good there. Iron is ready to be transported. As you can see, our belts just need the construction twos. So we've done all this. So if I go into layer mode, there we go. So here you can see the pathing. Now, yes, okay, they are going to be able to drive anywhere and everywhere at the moment, except anywhere where I've got stuff placed to build. So they won't be able to run across here and go across here. They have to go across here, or at the moment, like what they're doing is actually going round. So you can see these guys are going round and up there, but that's because the bridge isn't fully built yet. So once that's built, there's a good chance they'll go up that way. Sand is there. Our tree excavating is now moved to here. Oh, we did place it. Ah, I didn't think I had. So this is our concrete facility. So this should be able to quite happily produce everything that we need. So we've got the coal there. I think that's the sand. Yeah, water, limestone, and slag. So yeah, all is good there. And then we're going to obviously move the mining bit. I'm going to move it from there to here, and then basically just chug away at this, level it all out, and go from there. So hello Pel Trip. Hello, welcome to the stream, and welcome from France. How is France? What's the weather like over there at the moment? Because we've had some, there've been some gorgeous days over here in the UK, but it's been bloody windy. It's been an absolute nightmare. Like driving home today, nah, it's it's yeah, It's all fun driving home when your car's being blown from side to side a little bit. And you're having to counter it, especially when you got like your cruise control on and everything. All fun and games. Right, let's get this game rocking and a rolling. So, what are we missing down here? Oh, you are being, yeah, okay. So you are just good again. That's fine. I'm happy with that. You're full. Wow. Okay, well, they're producing nicely, so not enough maintenance. What is you missing? Oh, you're missing them. Oh, I see. That needs 12. I'm producing 6. It'll all get sorted. We're fine. We're fine. We are fine. Let's get layer mode off because it's distracting. Way, they finished off the slag. All is good there. All is good. Am I dumping slag? I am. That's fine. That is fine. So as you can see, he's flattened out that bit. And it's still flattening away. So that's amazing what damage one little excavator can do after over X amount of streams. It's quite impressive. So, right. Do I have? Ah, it's just the general pathing. But how are we doing? Because that's the other thing I've set up. Is this guy over here? This guy over here. So what he's doing, chat, is he's digging through this because why not? Why not? So he's got all of that to churn through. It's mainly tapping into the water. We've got some more limestone there. We've got some sand there, but we've got the quartz here. So that's why we're digging through that mountain. What we got up here? That's the gold. Good lord, why is it so high up? Ugh. Okay, that's gonna be fun. I suppose what I could do is just excavate a hole to it and and then excavate around it. So we'll see. We'll see, because obviously iron is quite close to it. So yes, right. Let's get rid of these. How is our garbage? Our landfill? Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. The thing we're looking at is the expansion on this. It's looking. Do you know what? That is actually going to annoy the living daylights out of me. So let's get rid of that. Right. Okay. So we've still got plenty, but I think we've got plenty of resources to deposit. So all is good. What are we doing on these? We're fine. You got okay? Got a truck coming to take some. So apologies for the noise there. Got a biker going up and down the street. Have I got you set? Yep, you set. Yep. Has he done much? No, he's done a little bit. He has done a little bit. Right, so there we go. Copper is now swimming through. Way. Oh, 5 missing. God damn it. I think that's the last bit over there for production, because everything else is all up and going. So okay, let's unpause that for now and get that unpaused, and do that, and we do that. For the iron side. Right, so water is still being delivered. Did I put a tank there? I did put a tank there. It's all good. We've got no research running at the moment, but that's fine because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're butted up to this. So we've got obviously the farming side of things. But at the moment, I'm in previous playthroughs, I have rushed like mass production and forgotten this. So this time round, I am just taking my time. Beacon's off at the moment. I've got 2 farms and they seem to be managing the workforce that I've currently got. So yeah, so that's not too bad. The other thing I need to unpause is oh, autosave. There we go. Let's do that. Just getting all of the belts done first. Then we will move on to the actual machines. Because what I can do, and I sort of jumped the gun with these, is I can actually do like that row. How are we doing? Are we still, you know, are we backing up on iron? Cool, start the second one, etc, etc. So that is the plan. We've also got this to start at some point. So right, how are we doing down here? You're being topped up nicely. Plenty of plates. Backing up on plates, so it's not too bad. You just need to be quicker. That's a good shout, actually. Do I upgrade him to keep up with demand for that? Yes, maybe. Right. You're doing fine. You're going to fill the excavator because I'm guessing he's running low. Yeah. How many fuel delivery trucks have I got? I put 1 or 2. Oh, I did put 2. How are we doing on our oil? 26,000. Okay. Gonna have to possibly just start thinking about the oil side of things. But we're doing well at the moment. We're building slowly, which is good. It's what we need. Been having to think about this, and me no likey. The only thing that I did like about it is this. To keep it uniformed, go up to that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just keep it the same as what this is. This is 6 wide. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then that. But thinking about it, let's remove all that again. Because I've got to remember I've got elevators going in. So elevator. Oh. No, let's cut you, put you there. And you'll see why when I start building the hub. So now with them there, I want that to be there. So we'll just run you up to there. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then that one's there. And then concrete surface it. There we go. I think we'll be fine here. Obviously, expansion-wise, I do have the bigger versions of all of these, but obviously they require us to be a bit further along and this, that, and the other. Because I think the startup is like construction, like these are warehouse level and bits and bobs like that. So. Am I planning for trains? Yes, I am. So, God, fog, seriously. Go away, fog. Go away. So, there will probably be, so the plan for the remote islands, so such as this one, there will be a excavation squad primarily there that will feed directly into a train station, and the train will run to the refinery location, the bigger refinery, depending on where I flop it. And the same for the other smaller islands, you know, that we tap into. So you got your quartz there, limestone, copper, plenty of sand, coal, is that? Yeah. So what the plan is this island will become our main hub for manufacturing and building and space rockets and all of that fun stuff. We will utilize this whole island, make small expansions like here, so we're not, you know, causing too much, you know, what sort of disturbance. But yes, the trains will then venture off to the other islands, because obviously other islands such as that, so we've got more iron there, we've got more coal, got plenty of limestone, copper, etc, etc, etc. So the trains will do the interesting that oil and sand together. The trains will do the long distance logistics. I've started on the second island, mid difficulty, so hard no room there. Yeah. I did crazily think about it, but I was just like, no, because the last time I played on this map, I did rush it. I rushed production, forgot about my people, couldn't keep up with food demand, stuff started shutting down, and I was on this very small, could you call it small, very sort of like small decline into a death spiral. And I thought I'd fixed it, but no, it still kept, you know, death spiraling down, and I just couldn't get it to stabilize and bounce back up. So yeah, so this time with this playthrough, we've dropped the settings to be a little tiny bit easier, because I mean, I'll be honest, I'm not a pro at this game, and will never claim to be a pro. Oh, the bridge is finished. Cool. But it's, you know, that it is stuff like, you know, death spirals, and it's just like, oh, the fun of it. So yeah, so we're attempting this map again with the bigger plan of this island will be our production one, you know, and then we'll outsource when we're close to depleting the resource. So like, as an example, once this iron is all gone, my next spot is to go over there, but hopefully by that point I'll have the amphibious vehicles, and I'll sort of like just give them a ramp down, and probably from here, thinking about it, so ramp them down there, and then that way they can access the water and get across here and build the support pillars for the bridges that are in the game. So yeah, so there is a plan. Whether I stick to it or change it 500,000 times by the time we get there, but yeah, so that's sort of, you know, the plan. So yeah, how are we doing down here? Oh, our storage is all up and going. That's good. Our belts are cool. I'm liking that. The belts are. Yeah, I'm fully aware. The reason why I'm short on maintenance is because I've got a assembler 1 there, only kicking out 6, and I don't have the tier 2 construction to upgrade that at the moment. So yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We'll be fine. Plus, I probably should do that. I'll do that, and that'll get upgraded. That'll actually free up some construction 1s, to be honest. So yeah, right. How are we doing over here? So you've got your belts. You've got your belts. That still needs doing. We're still doing this. That's fine. Where is it? Down here. Could you not just go under there? No is the answer. That's one thing I hope they build in. Why have I got to click a vehicle to then open that overlay to see where trucks can and cannot go? Why can I not just like hit L as an example and be able to see where trucks can and cannot go? It yeah, just would be nice instead of having to click a vehicle. Yeah. I know as the trucks get bigger, you need a bigger offset, which is why I'm generally, my belts will sit on the floor as best as I humanly possibly can put them. Ooh. There you go, you can access it now. Stop being whingy. They can, right, there you go, sorting themselves out. Yeah, which is, so as I was saying, so which is why I'm sort of like going to try and use these as best I can. And if needs be, I will I will go under roads and pathways and bits and bobs like that with the belts. So, because I know stuff, I mean, these are max height, but I know like certain vehicles when they get bigger, obviously won't be able to fit. So, but I've never actually got that far to have to worry about that. So, how are we doing? Oh, we're halfway there on upgrading that. You produce, okay. A large truck needs 5 tiles width to be able to pass. Yeah. So, which is why I'm, stuff like this will probably end up it being bridged. Probably something like that. Probably the middle one, which is that one there. But as you can tell, I've sort of built quite close. So, I mean, I could just move them back. It's not a big deal. But I think by the time I get to those big trucks, I'm not even going to have copper here. So, or I might do. We'll see. This game is a lot about delete stuff, and yes, it is. On a on sort of like a playthrough that I've done, sort of like behind the, sort of like when not streaming, just sort of like a learning playthrough. My big learning on that was don't demolish the stuff that you need to produce the stuff to build your expansion, and then all of a sudden you run out of stuff. So as an example, I'd got a hub up and a manufacturing hub up and going, and I was just like, cool, I'm now ready to build the next level up, sort of like expand on it. So I built like a massive storage containers with all the bits that I need, and they all filled that up. And then I knocked the whole thing down, and then obviously that all got put into storage, and then started building the expansion of it. Yeah, ran out of construction bits, and I was just like, yeah, maybe shouldn't have tore that down quite so quick. But hey, this game is very heavily about, learning from your mistakes and bits and bobs like that. So yeah. But it's obviously, it's a good game because obviously it keeps us players coming back. How are we doing? One more. Seriously? There you go. One more. Someone, go get it. Go get it. Go get it. No, don't run away. Ah, you got it. Okay. There we go. Right, so that will now quite happily pump out 12. Do you know what? I've never actually looked at it. I've always looked down on some of the buildings. When you look at them from the side, like from here, it's got, you don't really, you miss all these details. That's really cool. Five every 20 seconds. What do you do? 8 every 40. Yeah, be alright. It will be alright. Maintenance should now start going up, which is the main thing. What are they building at the moment? Just a bit of a hodgepodge of everything. Okay. A hodgepodge of everything is fine. It will all get built. That's the main thing. I wonder why they were sat there. They were waiting. They were like, come on, Rob. Come on. Set these containers. I get the feeling I'm going to need to put them there. Get them built. because I've got a large amount of trees that need culling. Not enough storage to store them in. Right, how are we doing down here? Yeah, we're doing good, we're doing good. Stuff's being fed. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. So Peltrip, how many hours have you got in Captain of Industry? Right. Right. Yeah, he's got plenty of wood. Got plenty of rubber. We're good on power for now. What are we at? 25,000. Sand is good. Yeah, that's what I was expecting. How many more? 4. Come on. Fine, I'll do it. There we go. I'll give them the access they need. Again, oh, okay. Interesting way. Right. So I've got them back under control. Iron is... I think they keep dropping the bits into it, which is fine. How are we doing down here? Put you on urgent. Leave the rest of you on 8 because I need you on urgent, you on 1, you on 2, you on 3, you 4, you 5, you 6, and you 7. I think that's everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hang on. High 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, cool. Then these will stay on 8. Yeah. So now it's just waiting for these to spit out the bits. Da, 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 da. Right. I've done that one. I'll leave them on 8 for now. Because I want them to prioritise this stuff. How are we doing? 2 left on that one. Right. I've got that all marked, haven't I? Yeah. Okay. Where are my minions? Ah, they're hiding in there. I've never actually seen them. I've not actually gone to this sort of like level and watched them work. I think it's probably the. Yeah, just load the truck that you've embedded into yourself. Well, no, that's quite a cool animation. Yeah, the developers have done really well with this. Yeah, that's a really cool animation. I do like that. Right. They're probably still, yeah. So because I'm waiting on the 2s for all of this. Cool, that's up and going now. Excellent. So that's got 7 left on that one. I'm guessing it won't have 7, except there'll probably be a truck on its way. Yeah, we have 7 in. So 8, 14. Yeah, they are indeed. So there they are. I'm guessing it's the large yellow trucks you're talking about, Belle. So obviously you've got hydrogen ones, obviously, and then obviously you've then got the mega ones. Look at them, so big and bulky. And then isn't there another one after that? No, they are the biggest you can go. Large vehicles and trains, yeah, which are just down here. And long trains too. That's when we get our amphibious stuff and the bridges to go with it. So looking forward to diving into them. I think with this playthrough, it'll be the first time I actually utilize trains. And also this gorgeous beast here, the stacker tower. Oh yeah, that's going to help so much. Because the first one just sucks. So, pipe 2s, yeah. Power generation, settlement power, smelting for steel, yeah. arm our ship with some weapons. So, talking of my ship, let's go down here. Right, how are we doing? Oh, so they finished that one off. Interesting. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So how many's left on that? 5, 13, 21, 29, 37 I need, if my maths is correct. There we go. Okay, that's how they're going down there. I'm filling this all up. Right. My health's not too bad. I didn't realise that exploring would bring back a disease. Right. 5 left on that one. Trucks are starting to get a bit busy now. It's alright, don't need to worry about a disease, I need to worry about enemies. I had a feeling that was going to happen. No. 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 Silly trucks. I wonder what was going on. Mr. Spindley, thank you for the follow. Greatly appreciated. Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Welcome to Captain of Industry. Peltrip, thank you for the follow too. Greatly appreciated. Do I have a truck already bringing one up? I do. No. Okay, you're going to do both at the same time. That's fine. I'm all right with that. So 4 left. Now we can start iron production up here. Woot woot. Means I can. So actually, because I've got Rob, why did you not think of this already? Boff. Be gone with you. That'll free up some resources. That'll free up a fair few resources, if I'm honest. Right. There we go. Trucks are calming down a little bit now. Emptying that out. All good, all good. Yeah, get rid of that. Go on, be gone with you. They'll actually use the, thinking about it, they'll use the resources for up here. Excuse me. Or they just dump it into there. That's fine. I'm alright with that. Either way is fine. Ooh. Low food supply. Ha. When did that happen? What we... Oh, they've been waiting for the rain. I might need to think about researching the irrigated farm. Where are you? There. What should we do first, chat? Should we do the irrigated farms or should we do crop rotation? Your choice. Crop rotation or irrigated farm first, and then obviously the other one after. Those are your options. Crop rotation. Cool. There we go. It is underway. Right, have we now finished? We have. Excellent. Right, so 1, 2, 3, go. I've got plenty of resources. They should only need the tier 1s. So 60, 120. Yeah, plenty. There we go. It helps if my mic is unmuted. Oh dear me, apologies. Have a good night, pal. Thank you for the follow and thank you for joining the stream. Greatly appreciated. So, how are we doing on these? We're not doing too bad. Not doing too bad. Why is it that? Right, so we've got rubber, copper. Once again, it's another offset. Pain in the backside. Right, okay, so let's grab our flats. And start planning this out. Do I just do that? And do that for when we do the upgraded upgraded pipes. These are belts, Rob. The upgraded belts. Yeah, I think we'll be right there. I thought it'd be a bit more in line with that. I've forgotten how offset they are. Right, so one seems to be handling that quite nicely. I will leave it at one for now. We do have a steady stream of iron plates coming in, so it's time, I think, not pause, delete. To dismantle them. Right, crop rotation. We will do... Not that one, that one. No, that one. There we go. And you the same. Cool. Then once we've got the irrigated farms, we will probably build a water, probably a ground pump around here where the water source is, and just pipe it down, and pipe it into each of them. To help with the water. Right. That's got 15 left. So while I've got a good stockpile of the ones, let's get all of these storages built. Actually, no, let's pause them. Seven left. They fully? Oh, they did. Just realised I'd forgot I'd set them. Almost got them filled already. Scary. Right. Trucks are getting busier again. Alright, 3 left. So I think the next manufacturing batch will be that belt up and going. No, wrong box. There we go. There we go. Wait for someone to pick that up, and then that will be the belt in, or belt 1 in for the iron. Excellent. That's why they're busy. They're stocking all this up. There we go, got a nice backlog of mechanical parts. What are you waiting on? Concrete blocks. Got some on the way? Not sure. Hope so. And there we go. Our iron is now on its way. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Right, so almost got this all built. Low food supply. I'm guessing, yeah. So I might need to 12 months. We should be fine. There we go. Bit of rain. Help everything out. Oh, I wonder actually if I offset it. Thinking about it. So we've got potatoes all year round. That would be a bit better. So this is going to produce potatoes there in 1 and 3. This is going to produce potatoes 2 and 4. So we'll see how that goes. Right, how are we doing down here? Right, bear with me, chat. Just need to plug my headset in. There we go. Right, so Iron is so close. I can actually probably turn off import on them to save on that. How are we doing on here? They're so busy, they're forgetting the concrete blocks. Well, now that the iron's coming in, let's turn off import. Where are you going to go with that, buddy? Are you going to take it? Seriously? Why there? Right. Mr. Spindley, welcome. I'd love to be able to play industry sims like this, but my attention span is way too short. I know you're feeling. I know you're feeling. This, I've like, get me words out, Jesus. The issue with this game is people that have ADD or ADHD, or you know, or they suspect they've got those conditions. This game does not play well on you, because if you do get distracted, like on a number of playthroughs, you know, I've done like half of this, and then, oh, actually, I need to go and do something. Go do something else, like down here or something like that, and then I have completely and utterly forgotten what I was doing up here. And yeah, and it's, the game does not forgive you for that. It punishes you, and you just sort of like, So my only recommendation for games like this, I mean, I suppose we're more just with Captain of Industry, is just take your time, build slow, because you are right. Games like this, you know, people with short attention spans, the game will punish you, and then you'll get demotivated, you know, and not want to play it again, and this, that, and the other. And it's just like, just take it slow, take it at your own pace, and yeah, just grow slowly. Yeah, automation games just do not. I mean, automation games, you know, such as like Satisfactory, is, you know, isn't too bad. That's another game where you can take it easy, but what it doesn't do is it doesn't punish you in the same way as this does. So I mean, I suppose it can punish you in other ways, but yeah, that's obviously a first-person automation builder, whereas this is a top-down industrial builder. So yeah. So what other ones have you got your eye on? So, I mean, there are a few out there, and there are more coming. I played Satisfactory, but it went horribly. Last about 2 hours. 2 hours is, you know, for you, isn't too bad, to be honest. I've been humming and hawing whether to start a Satisfactory playthrough on stream. but being a very small Twitch streamer, and going into a heavily saturated category, so to speak, it wouldn't do my channel any good. I mean, yes, okay, I can't remember how many followers I've got now. I've probably got 41. There we go, according to my little goal thing. So I've got 41 followers, but if I jumped in Satisfactory, how many of those 41 followers would come over? You know, I've played Timberborn before, and I've had followers from Timberborn. I've got players that are following me for Captain of Industry, you know, and this, that, and the other. So it's, do I dare, as a small streamer who's at the moment, you know, can't monetize my streams in any way, shape, or form? You know, do I punish myself and dive into a highly saturated category? So yeah. So I've got you know, I've got plans to play Satisfactory on stream. I mean, I've got a solo playthrough going on, just to learn the ropes of 1.2 and all of the things that they've fixed and changed in that. So yeah, it is what it is. So but I'm enjoying Captain of Industry. You know, it's the second time we're playing it on stream. Hopefully this time I'll get further than I did the first time round. So, but yeah, my recommendation is to, you know, any automation game, just take it easy, take it slow, if you can. I know there are some people out there that just rush, get this. And it's just like, yeah, no, take it easy, take it slow, and the game will reward you and not punish you. So that's my advice for you, Mr. Spinley. On the other hand, my citizens are getting very hungry. I think it's time we get these upgraded. How am I gonna do the water? I'm gonna need to think of this quick. Grr. I hate cliffs. I'm not actually using, or am I? Oh, of course I am. I'm using it to get this belt up and going. Derp. One seems to be coping quite well with that, and it is backing up. Let's get them up and going. What other games are you interested in, Mr. Spindley? Or is it just the automation genre that's caught your eye at the moment? Are you into the FPS style stuff, or strategy, or are you a bit of an all-rounder and like just general sci-fi and industrial? Grew up on FPS, but I love a bit of variety. Yeah. Variety doesn't hurt anyone. Oh God, I'm going back years now. Maybe even potentially a couple of decades. I grew up in the Half-Life genre. So FPS, story-based was my first. I should probably also mention I am Aaron, by the way. You do know me. Aaron. Why does that name ring a bell? Why does that name ring a bell? Are you the recruiter from like a couple of months ago? Aaron. Oh, sorry. God, yes. Hi, Aaron. I've just it's just dawned on me. Sorry. Yes, of course you know who I am. Sorry, Aaron. It's late at night. Give me a break, right? I'm guessing my wonderful sister passed you my stream information. Yeah. Good old Gemma. Dear, she'll probably kill me now for saying her name out in stream. Oh well, she doesn't come on these streams anyway. So, name dropped here first. I'll make her internet famous. Does your mum want to be internet famous as well, Aaron? And now the short attention span comes. Yeah, nah, it makes sense. Oh god, that's a scary thought. Yeah, it is. Very scary thought. Oh dear. How is life down there? All good, I hope. Oh, your mum's doing alright as well. She came up recently, from what I remember. Yeah, she's doing good. Same old on that. Good. Right. Let's get that built. Then we'll move on to production. How are we doing on these farms? Yeah, slow. Slow. Oh, we finished belt 2. But the fact that there is no iron in my pots is not good. Right. Let's build them. And they will go over. Why have you not emptied that yet? Come on. I do not have just 3 months worth of potatoes. Seriously. Worst comes to worst, I will buy them. Get rid of that. There he is. Cool. Go. Need more iron. Gimme, 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 gimme. That's better. 9 months. Do 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 do. Really? You started all the way over there? Okay then. You do you. You do you. What's wrong with them? Oh, God, cold. It's fine. There is number 1. And oh. How are we doing on the oil? 20,000. How are we doing on this? Good lord. I really do like randomly placing it wherever they will feel like. What do you want? 22. Right. Are you going to finish building that? Yes, it's the answer. Just to shut me up. Just to shut me up. Guessing, yeah, cool. It was built. Right. So, what have I got being built at the moment? Okay, so that's being built. The belts are up and going. That's being built. Iron is backing up on belt 1, which is fine. I'm alright with that. I'd like belt 2 to back up a little bit, if you wouldn't mind, please. You need 26 more. Need 15 more. So do these all? Yeah, it's just they all need the tier 2s, which are currently going down into my farms. So ooh, down 2 months. Ugh. That's a bit better iron throughput. Now I've got 2 excavators on it. They should have plenty to dig through as well. So, not going to run out of iron anytime soon. How are you doing, buddy? Yeah, you're doing good. Nice and slow. Trees, yep. All good. Right. What do these need? Right, okay, so these do all need the ones, but it's the belts that need our construction twos. So... let's get a... I think it will be around there. So I'll leave that there and I will move it once that is built. What we will do... God, they're so expensive. 16. Dump. There we go. Our farm being built. This should help out with our potato. Oh, God, see, and that's why I didn't build it. Urgent. And we will store water in it. And we will keep it there. Priority 4. That's what we'll do with that. Actually, let's cancel that upgrade. I want to see how well this does with just the one upgraded. Because then that way we can get these done, which would be nice. Not bad, not bad. Right. Let's get these priorities set. So high, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then get this all done. I think that's everything. Belt-wise, that is anyway. Not necessarily buildings. We'll leave the buildings till last. So I have that one. You can be got rid of. So that should now start yielding a few more potatoes. Right. Now what are we doing on... Yeah, two seem to be holding their own on that. Definitely have to keep an eye on that food level. That's bouncing up and down. Turn layers off, don't need that on. Right, so it's just a case of waiting at the moment for these to produce the parts to build all of this. So 8, 10, a fair few. That's fine. That's fine. Iron's fine. Sand's fine. Interesting. They've started building the path over here. Right, you don't actually need to be imported into now. Yeah. And there we go. Right, so they'll now start working on all of that. Bum, 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 bum. Excuse me. Bum, bum, bum. sure that... yeah, okay, that's fine. That's fine. There we go. That one's being dismantled now. So I'm guessing... yeah. How many potatoes are you going to spit out? 48. It's not too bad. Oh well. Not enough maintenance. Let's just put that on high. Because I've got a stockpile of potatoes over here. Yeah, they're on the way. There we go. Right, okay. Ooh. Let's put you on 5. You on 5. And you on 5. Oh. Come on, maintenance. Need you to build, come on. Right. Iron's still good. Coal's still good. Copper's always good. Yep, they're all built, ready to go. Don't import into these. For the love of God. And I've just realised the music has died. No, it's just a very quiet bit. Moving on. There we go. Right, so that is all being. Well, this maintenance is back up again now. Wait until that dips. So line 1 is now backed up all the way to the hopper or loose storage. So that's now just fully populating line 2. Not enough maintenance, of course. Thinking about it, I did build an excavator and 2 additional trucks, which the maintenance is probably struggling with. That's probably the cause. The cause indeed. But I think, chat, we're going to save it there. and call it a night. I'm a little bit struggling with keeping my eyes open, and I mean, thankfully I haven't started yawning my head off yet. So yeah. There we go. Cool. So yeah, thank you for joining and listening, and the lurkers that are there, thank you for lurking around. It's greatly appreciated. I am back Friday night with some more Captain of Industry. We seem to be teeter-tottering on the edge of a potential death spiral, not actually in it yet, but we're teeter-tottering in and around it. So you know, we all like teeter-tottering around. So yeah, Friday, same time, 9 p.m. GMT +1. And yeah, thank you for the follows. Thank you for the chatting, hanging around, lurking, etc, etc, etc. It is greatly appreciated. And that is it from me. Yeah, so thank you once again. Thank you, yeah, just for being awesome. See, it's not just me being tired. My brain is now telling me to head off to bed. So yeah, so on that note, have a good evening. Catch you all on Friday. Bye bye.
He was burning up, now the sun gone down. Lights in the distance, a forgotten town. No, I'm on my way, oh, I'm on my way, so stand up.